There's one sound that no one knows. What does the fox say?
I'm Ralphie is here. Yes, I'm using the Meme Chain Capital Twitter, so you don't see my Twitter profile. But I'm Ralphie is here. I'm going to be here to help interview at least the show here today. So we have an AMA with Josh Elon of the ShibaDoge community. And, this has been a very exciting setup here. I know a lot of people are excited for today, especially what's going to be announced later on, which is going to be an NFT giveaway. I'm sure a lot of you already saw that NFT. We put a couple videos about it and definitely, kept sharing it in different channels. And basically, we have one NFT, which at the current time, let's see, what is the floor price right now for the ShibaDoge Army NFT? Let's take a look. Very, very excited about this. So the Doge Army by ShibaDoge. Floor price 0.199. Let's call it, 0.2 basically, round it up. So near $500 worth of an NFT. Great. I mean, what a great floor price. Here, I see a request. Give me 1 second. What an amazing floor price right now. To have this, your NFT collection from a project that came out a few months ago, and to have all the NFTs sold out, a collection of 10,000, and to have a very strong floor price of basically 0.2 ETH, and especially during these weird times, right? Right now, crypto overall, the whole entire investment world is going through some weird times, obviously, with a lot of the international news that's coming about. But regardless, this project is staying pretty strong. And I know that the team has been doing a lot of technical analysis on ShibaDoge. And actually, we were expecting, the price to be where it is right now. This is a great time to actually dollar cost average if you haven't already. Not financial advice, just, what we see in the charts and our personal opinions. Just so everyone's aware here, Meme Chain Capital is part of the MoonRock ecosystem, which brings together financial professionals such as myself to find undervalued projects which are invested into within our portfolios. Meme Chain Capital has a portfolio specifically focused on meme coins. We're always looking for meme coins that are of high quality, have a great use case, great team, vision, community, and ShibaDoge is one of them. And we're very excited to come today with this community to learn more about it. Right? We want to invite as many people as possible to learn more about ShibaDoge, learn about its use cases, its future. And it's one of our investments, so it's also in our best interests. After this AMA, we are going to be using a lot of the data that we are, compiling through this AMA, plus previous analysis that we've been doing, and we will create a video about ShibaDoge. In addition, we will write up a paper like we've done before with Dogecoin. Not sure if you guys have checked out our website, memesdao.io, where we, write up on projects. And we recently did one on Dogecoin. So if you want to see, that analysis, it's available to you. We'll be providing one for ShibaDoge. And all these are going to be delivered by Friday this week. Very excited about that. I see we have some of the leaders of the ShibaDoge community here. Please raise your hand so I can bring you up. I think, let me see, I'm going to bring up Cole here. And I'm not sure, is Josh here? There's so many people here. I don't know if I can see him. And Crypto Hustler, who was, one of those individuals that helped put all of this together. We still have a few minutes to start. Here we go. Let's bring in Crypto Hustler. Welcome, Cole.
Yo.
Oh, here's Josh.
Oh, what's going on? Yeah, actually, I didn't plan to be in here. I just saw it and decided to stop by. I got probably about like 20 minutes, so I'd love to talk to you guys and see what's going on.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you. Thank you for coming in, Cole. Give us one moment. Just trying to get Josh in here. And Josh, I just sent you an invite. Oh, there you go. You're in. Perfect.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Yeah, I'm doing very well. How about yourself?
Doing good. Excited.
Likewise. Yeah, no, it's very, very exciting time bringing in both communities together, so we can learn a little bit more about your project. As I mentioned, so essentially, we have been gathering information about your project, and Meme Chain Capital is trying to become, a center that compiles this information and becomes a trusted source for analytics and resource of information for the meme community. And so, our project's been around for a couple months, but we've been trying our best to provide, relevant information and teaching the community. And so, today we're going to be gathering some of that information to compile a nice amount of information for a write-up on your project, ShibaDoge, and also to make a video. And our video will consist of fundamentals and technical analysis. And as I mentioned earlier, this looks like a really good time for a dollar cost averaging opportunity for ShibaDoge. This is not financial advice, of course, just our personal opinions, and anything that is said here is just for entertainment purposes. All right. So with that being said, I know Cole doesn't have that much time. We can, Cole, I'd love to bring you on since, you're limited on time right now, and would love to learn a little bit more about yourself and your position with ShibaDoge.
Sure, yeah, and I might be able to make a little bit of time and push the call back because this is pretty cool. So yeah, what's up, guys? I'm Cole. Originally started kind of in the internet space per se, doing social media, and then found my way into crypto. I do marketing, so I'm actually the marketing manager at ShibaDoge. Worked with or connected with a variety of projects and have pretty tight relationships with, many tokens. I know the Baby Doge team, Floki, really close to the Shinja team, know the Kiba team. So kind of in the meme space, I just love kind of making my way around and learning from these devs and these teams and just form relationships. And I've worked a lot of marketing with a variety of tokens. So yeah, I was an early investor, or I am an early investor in ShibaDoge. Ended up meeting the team and just really liking their vision and what they're about. It's pretty hard to in the space to find new projects that have really solid teams. So I stumbled my way somehow into ShibaDoge. I think I found it because one of my marketing buddies was working with Gooby Gambles, and Gooby was gonna call it out, or he called it out. So I was like, yeah, Gooby calls out good plays for the most part. So yeah, I ended up meeting the team. Absolutely love the team. I'm not a dev, by the way, guys, just the marketing manager. The devs aren't here right now. And we got Josh in here as well. He's the shill leader. He created the ShibaDoge Army page. Great guy. Been a huge asset to us and a great community member. So yeah.
Well, I have to give both of you props because, to do what has been done with ShibaDoge, both on the community side and on the marketing side, is not easy, especially during the current market cycle, right? Because, if you compare just from a technical analysis perspective, right, you start comparing a lot of different projects to ShibaDoge. It's like you guys are contrarian to the overall market, doing things that, especially during these times, are kind of unheard of, right? So very big props to you guys on what you're doing. I've definitely noticed a very strong community here, lots of collaboration. And it's very intriguing. So, learning how you guys got started in that I think would be of interest for everyone else. I don't know which one of you want to step in regards to, you know, that process that you guys have for the community building and marketing stuff. I would love to hear more about that.
I can jump in on that from the community side. You know, I came in as an early investor, like Cole, and you know, I could have looked at this project as like a quick. Well, as soon as I saw the name, it was ShibaDoge, right? And I was just like, yeah, easy. Like, I'm buying it, right? Miss Shib, Miss Doge, don't miss ShibaDoge. That's the branding they've put on it, and the marketing was really, really strong on that. But I could have looked at it as like a quick flip, right? It was a simple, like, I bought into the name, but in looking into the project, you know, I read the Medium article that Peter, one of the devs, had written. It was on the website, and the story really, his vision and his story really resonated with my own. But he was really describing like this vision of collaboration, of unity, and I fell in love with that. Within the Telegram community, they were promoting this idea of we're all gonna make it, like, wag me, and you know, we don't turn our backs on family type of thing. And you know, it became clear that this was a dev team that was very passionate. They were dedicated to the mission and the vision that they had presented, and it became apparent to me that, you know, the devs, unlike many projects you see, like the dev team, they don't need money, right? They are already successful. So this project to them is really more of a legacy, and to bring the joy and excitement to other people that they had when they were in both Shiba and Doge. And when that became clear to me, I doubled down. I watched my investment. When I came in, I watched it rise, and then I watched it drop to about like 2/3 of what I had invested. So yeah, it dropped like 70%, and that's when I decided to buy the dip. And load up and go all in. And I said, you know, if the dev team is this dedicated, and then I'm going to be dedicated to this project, and I'm going to work my ass off for my position here. And I started to, many of us, everyone in the community just started to rally in those early days to get out shilling, to push this project, to try and win a community vote. Actually, there was that was kind of the deciding factor that really drove our community to be like extremely motivated and dedicated, and to work as like one single unit type of thing. There was a community vote on Adam Shelton's page, and we were so small at the time, but we ended up all rallying together to push each other to win this vote, and we did, and we got Adam Shelton's attention, and he became one of our early investors because of it, or early influencers because of it, and that really motivated our community forward, and evolved the shill army, and so yeah, that's from my perspective. Those early days were very defining moments for the community to come together and decide, you know, we are all in this together, and we are all going to make it. And yeah, that's my perspective from the community side anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I can follow up on that. So yeah, like I said, I was also an early investor, but I'm the marketing manager, and you know, it's really interesting, right? Because it's like meme chain capital, right? The general idea or consensus kind of on memes is associated with the short term type of like connotation, right? People think that meme coins, you know, they pump really fast, right? And people make a lot of money, and that's why they invest them, right? I think that, one of the differences with our team and also a lot of successful projects is understanding the team that's behind it, right? And the team that is behind this are all businessmen that have multi-million-dollar companies that run this like a business, right? We all have a track record of success, whether in the business world or the social media world, of growing communities, and that's shown, right? Because we only launched on Christmas Eve, so that's 2 months ago. So I think what's really important is we've been able to educate our community on the longevity and our vision of longevity, because there's this false conception or preconception rather, that people think that you can just make money so quick in the space and that these projects just all blow up overnight. And sure, it happens, of course. And meme coins are known for hype, and we go through hype stages, right? That's just how it is. When we went to our all-time high of 225 million from 30 million, that was a lot of hype there, right? But we like to educate our community on exactly what we're doing. We're very transparent. You could ask Josh, you could ask anyone. And we're running it like a business, and we're taking our skills that we've applied to our other businesses and our other ventures on social media and the digital world and the Web 2 world, and we're putting them into growing a very positive community and a brand. And I think that is something that we've been able to show to the community, and it makes them very comfortable in their investments because they understand that we're in no rush. We're really not. We're very confident where this is going, and the community is too. Especially the ones that are very active, they understand and they understand our vision, which is so fulfilling that we've been able to create this mindset in our community that everybody understands, and it's a different feeling. It's awesome, right, Josh? I'm sure you could agree. So
100%.
Yeah. So I think that a lot of the growth can be attributed to the team, but a lot more of it can be attributed to the community that we built. Because just like right now, I wasn't even going to be in here, and Josh, a community member, was going to speak on behalf. And Josh, a community member, was going to speak on behalf of ShibaDoge, and he was going to be able to answer all these questions, not because he's getting paid this huge salary, but because he loves our project so much, and he takes time out of his day to be a part of this and be a huge asset to us and build our ShibaDoge army page and lead our shilling, right? And he's one of probably 100 just like him, which is insane to think about. We built this really amazing community, and I it's not by accident. We've taken, like I said, a lot of the strategies in terms of building communities that we've used in the past, and it's working very well. But we couldn't have asked for a better community to have and such hardworking people.
I couldn't agree more.
I definitely hear and feel the passion, and something was mentioned just right now, the vision, right? I want to hone in on that now in this conversation, and let's discuss the vision a little bit more. For those of you, we probably have a few people here maybe haven't heard of ShibaDoge or don't know that much about ShibaDoge, and I think I'd like to share a little bit more of your vision. So whichever one of you, have a good grasp on that, if you can share that with.
Yeah, I could probably take this one, and I'm sure Josh will definitely have some insight to add on to it. So yeah, so if you guys are new, so ShibaDoge is an ERC20 token. Currently on Uniswap. We're on Uniswap, Hotbit, and XC.com. We're going to be listing on Bitmart on the 15th or 16th, one of those 2 days. And then we'll be listing on
16th.
Yeah, and then we'll be listing on LBank shortly after. We don't have a set date. And then we have some other exchanges, some really good ones that we haven't announced yet. But as far as the vision, guys, so the developers, I think Josh mentioned this, but the developers are Shiba and Doge whales. Early investors, they do digital marketing in the real world. They put those on the back burner to focus on this, but before this project, they've been deploying millions of dollars in digital marketing for their real life businesses, and they're real life friends. They've known each other for 20 plus years. They went into Shiba and Doge together as friends, and then they noticed the animosity between the two communities as Shiba came to be, right? I'm sure everybody knows about that. We don't have to explain about that. Everybody knows that they've gone through some things. So like Josh was saying, these guys, and me as well, we're in a spot where we're very happy where we are financially. And that's something that's also really overlooked in projects is when the developers, when there's no money no money that's wanted to be made or needed to be made, that's something that's so undervalued, because it means that the developers are doing it sheerly because they love it, right? And that's exactly what this project is about. These developers came together and created this project not because they wanted to make money or they wanted the fame, and that's why they're not docs. They don't want the attention. They simply made it because they wanted to create a legacy, and they wanted to make something that could recreate that feeling of being an early investor in a project such as ShibaDoge and have it be life-changing, right? Be financially free. So that's essentially, in a short bubble, what the vision is. It's a vision of unity. It's based on 5 friends who knew each other since they were young, and they invested in these 2 communities, and they saw the strife not only between those communities but in the whole DeFi space. And everybody can wonder, at what point did DeFi become so tribalistic? At what point did it become my community against everybody else? And that's something that we strive to since day one, to make a change. And we are. There's projects that are attempting to replicate or are, replicating that strategy. And it's amazing. That's what we want. We want developers and team members to push positivity and to welcome other tokens to be talked about in their AMAs, and let people, ask the hard questions. Because it's like, the reality of it is we're all so new. We're all so new in this space. I mean, what is it, like 3 to 4% of the population's in crypto, if that? And it's like, how can these legitimate projects, and when I say legitimate, I'm not talking about rug pulls or faulty contracts or people that are creating projects for the wrong reasons, but how can these amazing legitimate projects that have helped so many people, at what point did they decide it was a good idea to go against each other? Because the whole point of why DeFi was created was for the people to come together and achieve something greater. So more than anything, financially, put that aside, our vision in this space is to bring back what DeFi was meant to be, which is to bring people together and understand that we're all here for a bigger picture. And I truly believe we've already been doing it, but with this event that we have coming up in a few weeks, I think we're going to make a huge, not only in the world are we going to make a huge impact, but in the DeFi space, I think a lot of people's mindsets are going to be changed, and we're going to continue to do that until at some point, like, the norm is to welcome all good projects together and to work together to better the space in the world.
I couldn't agree more with everything you just said, Cole. I don't have a lot to add to that because you really hit on all the points. It's really about unity, coming together, working together. It's not we're better than you, you're better than, like, it's not about that. It's about coming together for the greater good of the entire DeFi space, and that's what we stand for. That's what we're all about at ShibaDoge. If you come into our VC, you'll hear there's people from all different communities, and we welcome everyone. We talk about other projects, and as we do, obviously we talk about ShibaDoge more, but we don't harass people if they come in and shill another project or whatever. Like, we're everyone's friends, and everyone, all are welcome. That's kind of how the community has become like a family, right? Everyone's welcome.
I love the sentiment in this these ideas, because the thing is, I wholeheartedly agree with you that crypto, for some reason or another, has kind of segmented itself, like people creating enemies and people going against each other and things like that. And so I got into crypto a long time ago, early days of Bitcoin. In 2011, because a guy, when I was in college, told me I should do it. Put $100 into it, not much. Then later on, I took those profits, put it into Ethereum, and great, got into it. But then what happened was you started seeing Bitcoin maxis come about, right? And then that's when I first started seeing two communities kind of like separate and compete against each other. The Bitcoiners against the guys in Ethereum. And then little by little, I started noticing this more. And as time goes on, you see this with as you guys were mentioning, with the meme coin economy, with Dogecoin and SHIB, right? They're doing the same thing. And so that's one of the things that I loved about your project is like you're talking about unity, you're talking about collaboration. And if there's something that DeFi and crypto is all about, it's collaboration. The reason why we've been able to grow as a space overall is because of that collaboration. And I definitely, agree that as much as we can do, we have to do as much as we can do to collaborate with one another, to help each other grow. And that's something, that Meme Chain Capital also aspires to do is bring those things together. When it comes to, I heard something about an event that's coming in a week. I'd love to learn more about that. What is this event that you guys are talking about happening in about a week?
Sure. Yeah, I can talk. I can touch on this. So yeah. So let me see if I can find, or let me, 1 second. Let me take this and pin it so you guys can see what I'm talking about. There we go. So yeah. So I'm actually, I guess we'll start from scratch. So everybody knows that Elon Musk is a huge figure in the crypto space. And we essentially came together and we thought, what is a way that we can get his attention, but also, follow our vision of helping out the world and having unity, right? So we created this model here, and you can see, there it is at the top. You can see our logos right there on his chest. So this is a 3D model that we created completely from scratch. And like I said, we were trying to see how could we create some sort of event, right? So we decided that what we're going to be doing, and this will be happening in the next few weeks, and I actually have an update for anybody in here. So on Wednesday, we should have a finalized date on kind of when we're going to be announcing the partners for it and also the launch. So essentially, we're going to be using a hydrogen balloon contraption, and we're going to be sending Elon Musk to space. So it's going to be the first time Elon's ever been to space. And originally, we thought, let's do this, and we definitely want to make it a charity event. So we were going to make it a charity event, and we're going to do it for Children's Hospital. Looks like we're going to be working with St. Jude, and originally that was the plan. And then we thought, and then actually it got delayed because the model took a little longer. But during that time, I was like, I talked to the team. I'm like, guys, like, you guys know I'm really well connected to all these projects. Why don't we go and ask them if they want to come join? So essentially, I had some conversations with all of the top projects that I know, and some of them said yes, and some of them said no. But I'm very excited about the ones that said yes. So to answer your question, what we're going to be doing is sending this thing to space. We're going to be hosting a huge Twitter space, and we'll be releasing all the details on exactly how it's going to go pretty soon here. I would assume within the next week we'll have some more concrete details. But originally, like I said, we want it to be just us. But at this point in time, we actually have 4 of the largest DeFi communities involved that will actually be donating, and not only donating to the charity that we have chosen, but their communities will also be involved in that Twitter space and in the marketing leading up to it. So ShibaDoge will be working with 4 of the largest DeFi communities to raise a lot of money for a very good cause as we send Elon into space.
It's gonna be huge.
That's incredible. We'd love to, see how we can help as well. I mean, anything that has to do with, helping people. And that's something that I've been talking on my personal Twitter quite a bit about recently. It's how, since the start of crypto, I noticed that you'd see some of that donations and philanthropy come about, right? As people became a little bit successful in crypto and money was being made. But year over year over year, it just keeps compounding on itself, the amount of donations. We saw it last year with COVID in India, how, millions and hundreds of millions of dollars were being used to contribute towards that cause to help, relieve, some of that unfortunate, stress and pressure on India. And then, we're noticing it now with Ukraine, right? And how a lot of the crypto community has gathered together, and tens of millions of dollars are going towards, helping that situation out. So now you guys are doing something the same. Now, correct me. I think I heard you say St. Jude. Is that the charity you guys are focused on?
Yeah, as of now, if anything changes, we're gonna we'll let the community know. But as of now, we're actually not planning to donate the money. We're planning one of the developers, Max, is connected to one of the biggest toy manufacturers in the world, like a $1 billion company. So essentially, what the plan is to do is, let's just say hypothetically we raise $200,000. Well, instead of donating those funds, we would actually go to this individual that Max knows and basically get all these toys at cost and be able to provide value of maybe $500,000 instead. One of the devs of the project also knows another CEO of a multi-billion-dollar company that does close. I'm not going to say the name. But so we will most likely also be doing close in that as well. So essentially, what we want to do is be able to provide more value to these to St. Jude or whoever it is. So instead of just giving money, we have an opportunity, since we're connected to these CEOs of these big companies, to get more value in actual products, if that makes sense.
That's incredible. That's absolutely incredible. And you're doing this in unity with other projects. Now, I'd love to learn. So you're sending Elon to space. So does that mean like you guys are getting in contact with a SpaceX or something like that? And
oh yeah, that's a great question. I'm glad you brought that up. So I'm actually pretty well connected, or actually well connected to a couple of Elon Musk's friends. They work with SpaceX. They actually do live streams, and they're pretty well known in the SpaceX community, especially the one in Texas. So they will actually be working with us to, for lack of a better word, promote this event. Kind of bring awareness is a better word. Bring awareness to this event on their social medias. They're pretty big social media personas. So yeah, they will actually also be involved with this as well.
I think that's a jaw-dropping moment right now for everyone. Yeah, that's amazing. So relationships with SpaceX, relationships with CEOs of companies that can help a charity, relationships with multiple large meme communities, a very great vision. I'd love to learn more about your roadmap. I mean, where are you right? Let's talk about where the roadmap started, where it is right now, and then where it's going.
Sure. Yeah. So essentially, our ultimate goal in the beginning, or not really our ultimate goal, but one of our major goals is to take 1%, not take, but is to achieve 1% of the Shiba and Doge market caps combined. So at our all-time high, we were about 50% there. But as you know, when you just shoot up that high, you got to retrace. It's just part of the market, right? But as far as our actual roadmap, we smashed out. If you go to the website, we smashed through most of the phases already, and very quickly. So in terms of kind of what's to come, I think that's a better question, because I guess as of now, we have, I believe, over 100K community members across all of our platforms, over 15,000 holders. listed on a few centralized exchanges. To be honest, not any amazing centralized exchanges yet, but Bitmart should have a very positive effect. So I guess that kind of leads into it. So as of now, I would say over the next couple months, the more short-term roadmap is getting listed on Bitmart in about 9 or 10 days, doing this really big space event, which is just going to be huge. And then after that, we'll be listing on LBank, and then we have a few other exchanges lined up that we haven't announced yet to the community. But those will be very, very big. We also have staking of our NFTs, which I'm going to allow Josh to go in a second because he's very knowledgeable on that. And he's probably honestly better than me with the staking because I don't really handle it. But yeah, we have staking, we have NFTs. We'll have our second set of NFTs coming out, and we'll have our staking platform as well. And then there's a few other big marketing initiatives that we're working on more long term, and a few other utilities, such as a marketplace for ShibaDoge. You'll be able to breed your Shiba and Doge Army NFTs to create a third NFT that will have a utility we haven't released yet. We're working on the biggest QR code in the world, which will be able to be seen from space. So those are just a few things. Josh, you want to go a little bit into the NFTs? I think that's really important.
Yeah, for sure. So in the first month of launching, we minted out a 10,000 NFT project, all 10,000 minted out. You can now buy them on secondary market. That's the Doge Army NFTs. And then we're going to be releasing Shiba Army, another 10,000 in the coming weeks. We don't have an official set date for the next round, but I think we're waiting. The devs are waiting for the right time, we'll say. But they're going to be releasing that with along with the staking platform, and it's a pretty interesting system they've set up for staking. Now, the team is going to create an initial endowment fund to fuel the staking rewards for NFTs. If you guys don't know what staking an NFT means, it's essentially you're removing it from the market, to saying I'm not going to sell this, and in doing so, it drives up the value of those that aren't being staked. So it drives up the floor price, and for doing that, you're earning ShibaDoge tokens. That's what staking is essentially. Anyways, so they've developed an interesting tokenomics behind it. So there's going to be an initial endowment of 1% of the total supply. So there'd be 4.2 sextillion tokens fueling the staking pool. And then it's going to be self-sustaining from 2% of the marketing wallet is going to go to fueling the staking rewards. So for I don't know if we covered the tokenomics, but we go by the 555 Domino's plan. It's a 5% 5% tax on every buy and sell is marketing. 5% is reflections to holders and 5% to the liquidity pool. So 2% of the of every buy and sell is going to go into the staking rewards. Now they've set it up interesting in that there's going to be kind of a buyback when people remove tokens from the when people withdraw their tokens from the staking platform. There's going to be an automatic buyback of tokens from the market, so that it's not going to impact the chart negatively when people are selling their tokens from selling their staking rewards. So that's pretty bullish. It's never been done before. Anyways, in terms of what staking is going to like reward people with. I don't want to go too in detail with that, but we have gotten some numbers from Alexander on the dev team that it's looking like we're going to earn some from 5 quadrillion to 8 quadrillion tokens per day per NFT that you hold. And yeah, so it's, if you do the math on it, it becomes pretty lucrative. From like, you know, at 5 quadrillion tokens, at 100 million market cap, you're earning about $2.50 a day, roughly. But you know, when we scale, as we scale up, you know, if you get to $1 billion market cap, that's $25 a day per NFT that you hold. And we have some guys that are holding like a lot of NFTs, so it becomes very lucrative. And as we grow forward, you know, you get into a $10 billion market cap and you're earning $250 a day passive income. You know, that's for one NFT. That's over the course of a year about $90,000. So, I mean, these are just estimates based on what we've kind of heard within the community, but it is looking pretty crazy in terms of what people can be earning passively.
I want to point something out to everyone that's listening. I'm hearing a lot of marketing and financial creativity here, right? I mean, who would have thought of a QR code that you could see from space? I'll wait, right? Well, of course, not everyone can speak, but essentially that is very, very, I've never heard of that. That actually blew my mind when Cole said that. And then as Josh is talking right now about the NFT staking, which basically means that you're going to be putting, correct me if I'm wrong, but you have, let's say, you know, right now we're holding onto like one of the ShibaDoge NFTs, and you're going to have a platform where I can place the NFT there, essentially taking it out of the secondary market. And for doing that, I will receive passive income. And this passive income sounds pretty lucrative, right? From what I'm hearing here, and something else that I heard that kind of really stuck out to me that I wanted to mention was the sextillion amount of tokens, which that's hilarious. I love that. It's very meme-like. So I mean, it seems like a really great opportunity. And you know, I did do some homework on some of this other NFT that you guys are bringing about. Not sure if you guys want to touch on that for a second. The second series of NFTs a little bit more.
Yeah. So just to go along with the number there, yeah, we have 420 sextillion. We've been joking that whenever we're a deflationary token as well. So whenever we burn 69% of the supply, we're gonna have a big party.
I want to be there, please.
But yeah, no. On your question, we have we have the Doge Army NFTs, and then we have the Shiba Army NFTs coming. So it's going to be another batch of 10,000. We all of them are individually hand drawn by an Apple artist that is now on the books, officially hired by ShibaDoge. So yeah, and we actually are getting input from the community on what they'd like to see for the designs. We hold votes within the community Telegram on different like features on the NFT themselves. And yeah, so both the Shiba and the Doge NFTs will be able to be staked to earn your passive income. And then after that, those two rounds, we're going to be releasing ShibaDoge NFTs. So you'll be breeding your Shiba and your Doge Army NFTs together with a sort of, I think they're calling it a super serum. to create a ShibaDoge NFT. The ShibaDoge NFT, we don't know what the utility to those is going to be. We know that you're not going to be staking those ones. Just to maintain the integrity and sustainability of the staking platform, we already know that it can't handle the ShibaDoge. So I'm pretty sure they're going to come up with something pretty unique. These guys are very creative, both, as you say, from the marketing side, but also from the technical side. We've got very bullish tokenomics behind the project and everything they're doing between the staking, NFT staking, and token ecosystem. We're calling it. So I'm pretty sure it'll be pretty creative and pretty interesting to see what the ShibaDoge NFTs, what sort of utility they're going to have, because I'm pretty sure they're going to want it to be something special.
Absolutely, brother. All right, guys. I'm sorry, I got to bounce. I got to go hop on this call, but thank you for having me, and thanks, Josh, for doing this. And yeah, I'll catch you guys later.
Cole, thank you for coming.
Cole.
Thanks so much, guys. See you.
So, I mean, that that really is mind blowing. Like, all this creativity that you guys have coming about with this project on the NFT side, on the token side. So the tokenomics definitely seem very lucrative. I'm going to say this right now. This project could definitely be the next big meme coin talked about in town, like SHIB and Doge. This could definitely be the next big one. Not financial advice, of course. I'm just talking about in regards to the meme chain capital portfolio, because we are holding ShibaDoge and we do hodl, right? And there is passive income that is being earned from that. So it behooves us to continue hodling, especially with so much coming down the pipe. It seems like the dev team is continuously thinking about ways to add more and more and more to the vision, to the roadmap, to the community. And this is something that when you're looking for a project, this is something that you should be looking for, because what that means is they're constantly thinking about the project. They're not thinking about anything else. That is very, very bullish in my opinion. Josh, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more with what you're saying. The team has said on a number of occasions, this is a long-term project, and everything they do is for the holders. Like, it's not for the people that are going to try and trade ShibaDoge and treat it like like swing trade it. It's for the holders. Everything they're doing and setting up is for the long term. And we say this within the community. Like, if you don't know, if you're on the outskirts of the project, you might look at it and look at the name and say, okay, that's a pretty good bet at like a moonshot. But if you and it is. I believe we're going to, we're going to go very far with this, but it is a very much a long-term vision that they have set forth, and they're constantly pushing to break barriers, create new creative ways to take this project forward. And everything about it is set up for a long-term hold. We earn passive income, as you alluded to, through our reflections. We're a deflationary supply token. And we're going to earn staking rewards for the NFTs. Everything about it is all about the passive income, hold, and let your bag grow. And that's what we do, and that's how the team has set this up. I don't know if you guys are aware, but the team actually, Peter, wrote another Medium article entitled the 888-year vision, and so the ultimate goal, this 888-year vision is. It really illustrates how it's a legacy project for them. and how they want to see this grow into the future. I know 888 years sounds like a long ways away, right? But the way they see this growing is, into eventually a sort of DAO. So, right now, we may be doing NFTs and this and that, but the team's going to constantly create new, interesting ways of taking this forward into the future. They've talked a little bit about bringing us into the metaverse, getting a plot of land. We can really take it however we want to and however the community wants to take it. That's the brilliant thing, because the dev team has, they just kind of blend into the community. Leo was in the VC yesterday morning, just hanging out in our voice chat on Telegram and just shooting the shit about life. How's things going? And that's how they are. They just want to be a part of the community as we grow forward.
And earlier Cole shared a post here. If you guys don't see, you just got to swipe left a couple times about the vision for 888 years, and then it said Elon Musk will see you on Mars. Josh, could you touch a little bit more on that, on what they mean about Mars in 888 years?
Well, I don't. I think Elon has plans to take humanity to become a multiplanetary species. He's very clear in that vision, and so I think that was sort of a play, just a play on words, a joke, not joke, because they are planning to lock the liquidity for an additional 888 years. So, who knows where humanity is at that time, so to speak. So I think that's more of what they're referring to, is we might be on Mars, settled there, in the not so distant future. And so, might see us there.
I mean, I don't, honestly, I think it's something good to put on your vision. I think it's good to, start having your community think about that. Just as, we've also released at Mute Chain Capital about our mission and vision to acquire an island called Elon Island. And our goal there is to provide more collaboration and a place where it is detached from laws in the United States, from Europe, from Asia. And we actually did a lot of homework on where that would be. The Bahamas region apparently is the best, most conducive island location to actually, which is why a lot of DeFi projects are actually going there, and financial crypto projects like you'll see FTX is there, you'll see that BlockFi is there, etc. And so, I mean, I don't think it's too outlandish to say that, because yeah, sure, the number 888 years is very meme related, but if you start saying things like that with your community, I think they start spreading the vision of Mars, which with Cole's connections to SpaceX, might not be too outlandish if you guys play your cards right, which I think you already have, right? I mean, you guys have been around, as Cole said, for what, 2 months and some change, and look at all these achievements you've made. I have no doubt in my mind that you guys can achieve something as great as this.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I think the sky is not the limit here, in all reality, and I think we can really it comes down to we can do literally whatever we want. And it's funny that you mentioned you guys are buying an island. That's super bullish, by the way, and awesome, because our community has actually been, like, we were tossing out the idea in voice chat jokingly at first that, you know, when we're all super rich, maybe we'll buy an island. And we've been like looking up island shopping as well, calling it ShibaDoge Island type of thing, and just having a place to go hang out. But then happens that Alexander on the dev team might have overheard it, and Leo, our lead developer, caught him looking up islands and for sale. And Leo was like, "Well, what are you doing?" He's like, "Well, I'm looking for ShibaDoge Island." It's funny that you guys are actually doing it. That's pretty amazing. I would very curious to see what you guys do with that.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to check out a little bit more about it, memesdao.io if you guys want to see it. But yeah, likewise, looking at islands and talking to legal, like attorneys in the Bahamas to see like what that's like, and also using our connections in the real estate side of things. I mean, and I've doxed myself, guys. I mean, so if you guys want to look me up, Ralphie is here on LinkedIn and Twitter and everywhere pretty much. You know, I come from the finance industry, Merrill Lynch, Bank of America Private Bank, had the, cool executive title, all that, stuff, left so that I can focus on the things I'm really passionate about. And basically, I'm trying to leverage these connections in order to make this happen. Now, I find it interesting that your community, ShibaDoge, is actually interested in something like this, and I think that collaboration could be cool. As we said earlier, I think we have a lot of synergies here, because the fact that you guys, like collaboration, like to bring unity and all that, we believe the same thing as well, which is why we called ourselves Meme Chain Capital, right? Because we wanted to bring together the meme coins. So it's funny how like you guys, and we're investing in them and we're hodling them, all that good stuff. So it's funny how you guys have very similar. I think there's definitely a lot of synergies. We should definitely talk about this a little bit more after this. But I mean, overall, I think it's very important to provide this type of vision to our communities, because that just goes to show, like, guys, we're not here for the short term. Something else that really stuck out to me from this conversation was the talk about legacy. Legacy. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. I mean, what do you take with you the day you die? Really, I mean, that's something that comes across our minds sometimes, I'm sure. And really, there's nothing that you take with you other than what you've left behind. What are you providing? What did you leave the world better than, what you came into it as? So, and I feel like, ShibaDoge is definitely on that grind right now. And honestly, I mean, guys, this has been an amazing conversation. You know what? I want to leave some last minute remarks from you, Josh, and I wanted to bring in a couple people here that have maybe some questions, and then at the top of the hour, I'd like to announce the winner for the NFT. So, Josh, I mean, go ahead, man. The floor is yours, and then we'll bring in some questions.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with everything you just said, and it has been an excellent conversation. I don't have too much more to add to that. I would definitely like to talk further about this island, and yeah, I would say if you missed Doge, that sucks. If you missed Shiba, that sucks. But if you missed ShibaDoge, you suck. ShibaDoge to the moon.
To the moon, my friends. I mean, I love that. You guys have some of the most genius marketing, I gotta say. So I see here we have Skyfinity that has requested to come up. Give me one moment, Skyfinity. There you go. You should be good to speak. It's connecting. Skyfinity, you're up.
Yes. Thanks for
greetings.
Giving me the chance to come up here and lend my voice, man. Big respect to everyone in the room, and hey, so I've been listening, man, and I joined this community a few weeks ago, maybe not weeks, maybe days ago, right? And just want to speak to the welcomeness of the community, and if there's anyone here right now who is in this room who's not I would say, investor, I would like to welcome you as a member, regardless, right? So this is a great place to be. I've been in several other rooms, several other communities, And this is the one community that bring people together. It welcomes everyone, no matter what group you're from, what kind you're supporting, what projects you're in. This is the mantra of ShibaDoge. It's community, it's cohesiveness, it's working together. And it's when I stepped into the community, I don't remember how I got there, but I got there, right? And I asked a few questions, and the guys were so patient, welcoming, understanding, and they took the time to give me a quick synopsis of the project, and just allow me to feel welcome and allow me to feel confident about the position of the project. I get into the room sometime, and the devs are there, the owners are there, the guys who created this, they're there, just chilling, just sitting, just chatting, and I was like, wow, this is incredible, and to a point now that we're here on this conference, AMA, and I didn't realize that Josh wasn't one of the devs, or was one of the creator of this project, because he speaks of the project so fluently, as if he's one of the founding members, right? And he's here. So, guys, if you're not an investor, I'd urge you to get involved, not financial advice, but you are welcome to be a part of the community. And Ireland is a great thing, guys. That Ireland thing you talk about is really, really transformative and next level. So I'm going to step down and allow someone else to speak. All right. Appreciate it, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Skyfinity. That I mean, what amazing words, and it goes to speak about Josh's work. I mean, when you have people from your community coming up and saying such great things like that, they thought you're the dev, Josh. That's amazing. Actually, I did too, because when I heard about you, right, when I was doing some of my homework on ShibaDoge, I really thought you were the dev, man.
No.
That's amazing stuff. You must be a really true hard worker.
Cole said it earlier. There's 100 people like me in the ShibaDoge community, maybe more. I'm not alone in that. There's I think there's a lot of us, and I can see many of them in here listening right now. And I think I feel like we should be bringing more of them up here to talk, because there's so much to this project that I can't even cover because there's just so much going on at all times. But there's 100 people like me in this community, and it's amazing that we all found each other. And I just love it. I love everyone from the community.
That's amazing, Josh. I just brought up CryptoFire. CryptoFire, you should be able to talk now.
Hey there. First, I just want to say thanks, Mean Change, for hosting this AMA. We really appreciate that. And ShibaDoge, you guys brought amazing information today. It's really bullish, the whole QR code space. But I was already a holder, so this just really solidifies me being a holder, and I appreciate everything that you guys do.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, like I don't have much to say, but holding is probably a good idea, because we got a lot going on, and it's going to be a wild ride, I'd say.
I mean, if you kicked yourself in the for not investing in Doge or Shib, now you have ShibaDoge in your face, right? And they're in the millions of market cap, right? And you don't get into it, then as they say, you suck. So,
I mean,
I'm starting. It's ringing a bell in my head, man. You guys, it continues to repeat in my head. It's funny.
Yeah.
I brought in happy days. Happy days. Here you are.
Hello, guys. I just want to say, really appreciate what you're doing, and I'm really well shocked. I mean, in nicely way, the way how you're looking in that project, how you are focused in the future. Basically all projects look now and really short steps, and you look really ahead. So that's really, really awesome, guys. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, Fire, and thank you, Crypto Days. Ronnie, did you want to say something? I saw you here as a speaker as well.
No, I don't.
Gotcha.
I was just I hit the button by accident.
Oh, no worries. Just need to clean this up a little bit. Give me one moment. And Sway. Let's bring on Sway.
Oh, Sway. Hey. This guy's going to tell you all about... Sway, can you tell us... Well, I don't know if you have a question, but tell us about Miami. What's happening there?
1 second.
Sway's in Miami, so am I. That's awesome.
Sway is one of our hardcore ShibaDoge members. He's an admin. He's very active on the Discord and now Telegram.
Hey, so I'm married, so yeah. The premises for this secret mission, because the mission was to put the ShibaDoge wrap on the slingshot, and that got accomplished. That was wrapped on a credit card. The dev sponsored it, and now we're planning this whole secret mission down in Miami. We're gonna cross promote the NFT week with our token and our NFTs, and we're going to use all local resources to do it from some of the most successful promoters down here. So we're putting our heads together. The team's putting together a budget, and we're going to market it like never done before. And it's going to be legit Miami style, because you have a whole community of about 20 people committed to paying their own hard-earned dollars to fly down to Miami. Come kick it with me, Crypto Collector, Mario, Bird Elon, people that actually live down here either part of the year or most of the year or all of the year. And bro, we're about to throw a party like the world has never seen before. I'll just leave it at that. That's the goal of the booth. That's the goal of the merch and what we're going to be doing. And that's the goal of everybody promoting. Buy ShibaDoge, go to the ShibaDoge after party. It's going to be at the end of the culmination of all 3 days, if we can put it together, and if we can land it, and if we can put a budget together big enough for it. That's what's in sight. It has not been confirmed. So that's kind of what's going on our end down here in Miami. But it was really exciting to be out in Daytona Bike Week with my t-shirts that I printed my NFTs and the QR code of the company on, and rode out there on my slingshot all wrapped up, man, and I had a great time in Daytona. We had some unfortunate events. The slingshot broke down, took it in West Palm Beach to the shop on the first day to Daytona. So we got some unfortunate events turned in, some lemons turned in lemonade when the team saw it and they loved the wrap. Started scanning the QR code. I was like, man, this night's not that bad after all. We got some good chills on the highway, because I was in traffic on 95 North, like really slow, 5 o'clock rush hour. So I got some scans on the highway, which I've actually recorded myself doing, and I've been sharing on Twitter. It's been awesome, man. It's been so much fun. And this community is the best ever. Like, we'll video chat it. One guy even created a platform so we can, the admins can, stream what they're doing and how they're shilling and where they're shilling and all corners of the earth, man. It's about to be insane what we're putting together. It's just such a energy right now leading up to Miami NFT week, and the following days, the 6th or the 8th or the 9th, we got the crypto convention. I think it's a Bitcoin conference is what they call it initially, Bitcoin. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's following it, the following days into the weekend. So we're going to have a lot of advertisements before, during, and after if we can secure that marketing budget, which I'm sure we can. If they don't give it to us, I'm sure the community will put some money together like we've done for other community members, giveaways and things that we've done for our own family members, admins that didn't have an NFT, for example, stuff like that. So if the devs don't do it, I'm
like
sure
me,
the team
like
will
me,
put it together. Yes, man.
Thanks, Sway. Yeah, so if you guys didn't catch what Sway was talking about there, that's the Miami NFT week. He's planning a huge group of people coming down to like face-to-face shill throughout the event. There's going to be a booth there, and it's going to be pretty epic. Sway's been very active in like face-to-face shilling. As he said, he wrapped his car, his slingshot with the Doge NFTs, ShibaDoge logo, and scanner, the QR code. He's been hardcore shilling, and we've got a lot of people like him that are doing crazy things just from the community side, out of pocket. You know, we've got a guy, Crypto Kinu Kaz, who's developed like on his own time, of his own free will. He developed ShibaDoge .life and ShibaDoge.media, which are two web apps. ShibaDoge.media is a web app for looking up all the recorded AMAs with the dev team, and ShibaDoge.life is one for what your current position value is and your reflections earnings, how much you've earned so far to date, which is pretty bullish. These are just some of the things that the community has come to do. We've got, nobody I can see is listening. He's like one of our most hardcore shillers, and then we've got 24/7 people active in the VC. Like I call them 24/7 DGen support team. They just have fun.
Leave for a couple of days.
So they're there helping everybody. It's really like a family event from all angles of the community, and active on all different sides.
Very well said, Josh. And Sway.
To the aerial warfare. Sorry, Kim.
Oh, no. The dedication and commitment that we all have, it just shows you how much we appreciate and support and believe in this. It's going somewhere. And like Sway said, and Josh Lund, I'm one of those 24/7 people in the voice chat. I pour my heart and soul out that way and helping the community, but I wouldn't have any NFTs if it weren't for my community. So we're awesome. And let's go.
Thank you, Kim.
Let's go.
Kim is amazing. Sway is amazing. Everyone in the community is absolutely amazing, and very, very dedicated.
Well, I look forward to seeing you guys in Miami. I live in Miami as well, so I'll definitely be in these events. And man, that's awesome. And Miami is just turning into this melting pot of crypto heads, and it's awesome because I remember like a few years ago, it was just like you'd pack a small little room with like 8 people talking about crypto, and we were all nerds that like nobody understood, and now you have like people from all walks of life getting involved in all that stuff. I love this. A lot of inclusion, definitely. So guys, what's that, Sway?
That's so dope, man. I had no clue. I'd love to maybe meet up for lunch. Maybe you can show me your VIP experience in Miami. I could show you my VIP experience in Miami. I've been here for 10 years. I know above ground and underground, so let's do it, man.
Yeah, I'm born and raised in Miami. To me this is home. I lived in. What's that?
And we're working on an after party too.
I'll be there. I mean, if you guys invite me, I'll be there. I mean, we're ShibaDoge holders anyway. So, and we're also going to be getting the second NFT. I wanted to announce that too. Waiting for that thing to come out. So guys, I mean,
and the staking contract. It's in the staking contract's also in starting audit right now. It's about to be done as well. So all these things are really key. And bro, I'd love to take you up on that. For real, we could really meet up for lunch. We could kind of strategize, link you in on what the team's doing from an admin level, from Cole down, and the vision for what we're doing here. Get you on board with what we've got going on at the booth, at the after party, the pre-marketing efforts and the post-marketing efforts, and we could collab a lot, man. I'm sure we could do something.
I mean, you know what else we could do? Because so MoonRock and Meme Chain Capital, we are establishing local communities just like you guys. Like we have one in the Northeast. Like we just recently had a small little meeting thing in Plymouth Rock. And now, we're doing one in Miami, like a small little get together. And we want to collaborate with like NFT projects and other so we can all share the space. And I have some connections with FIU and Miami-Dade College for a decent space where we can fit, 100 plus people and we can talk and, network and all that good stuff. So if you guys are down for that, I mean, we're definitely open to working with you guys on that. It's not even anything expensive or anything. Getting a spot in a university, which is most ideal because that's in the market that usually is into crypto. That's so hey, we'd be willing to work with you guys on that as well. But we are
so much. That's so clutch. I used to teach in these schools right here in Miami Gardens. So bro, we could do it in the colleges or the high schools, bro. We can get word out, man. Let's link up on that for real, man.
Let's do it. I mean, add me.
Down for the cause.
I'm Ralphie is here. Or you can always ask for me in the Telegram chat or whatever the case may be, and we'll get connected. And so, guys, let's announce the winner. I know there's a lot of people waiting right now. There's people right now like, well, did I win this NFT?
Let's go. Let's go.
Who won the NFT?
I want it.
I want it. I want it.
Crypto Bull, please.
All right. Hey, listen, awesome AMA, guys. ShibaDoge is an exciting project. It's great to hear everything you guys had to say. I really encourage everyone to check it out if you don't know about it. And with that being said, I'm going to scroll the comments down right now. I will take a screenshot of it with the tag time on it. And where we stop, that will be the winner. So, Josh, why don't you tell me to stop? I'm going to start scrolling right now, and you just tell me to stop, and that's going to be the winner, okay? Go ahead whenever you're ready.
Stop. I forgot my mic was off.
All right. Stop right here. And the winner is Gidget208.
Let's go.
Hey, Gidget. Congratulations. Woo!
You got a doggy picture.
I'm going to put a screenshot of that in the Meme Chain Capital Telegram. Anyone can check that. Congratulations. And listen, I can't speak highly enough about your project. I'm a business owner myself. I love hearing great ideas. That's the innovation that keeps projects going. And you guys got it going on. So good luck with everything, guys.
Hey, guys, let's live this 888-year vision. We can all be part of it. This is generational wealth for not just us, but for years to come. So let's go.
Let's do this. Hey, real quick, where did you tell me to follow you? So I can link up with you about Miami again?
You know what? I'm sending you a direct message right now. So you can have my personal Twitter. Here you go.
Please.
Now
I'll keep it private. It'll only be for the Miami NFT event. I got you.
Let's do it. I mean, let's connect for the Miami NFT event. Anything else that we can do in Miami? I have a lot of connections down here. I managed money for a lot of the people that you may know that are big in Miami when I was back at Merrill Lynch and Bank of America Private Bank. So, maybe we could do something even bigger together. I mean,
it's 6 years here. Let's link up. Let's
do it. All right, guys. Well, I mean, listen, it's been a pleasure having this AMA today, having all of you in. I think we all had a great time. I learned a lot about this project. ShibaDoge is, in my opinion, the next big meme project. Not just because it's not just a meme, right? There's a very intelligent tokenomics, DeFi aspect to it. You have NFTs involved. You have of an extraordinary marketing team and community that has been using a lot of creativity to continue building, continue making things interesting, because we know that's what crypto needs. In crypto, people get bored. But I mean, it seems like you guys have a science down or something, or an art around keeping it interesting. So a very big round of applause for, ShibaDoge today. And be on the lookout for Meme Chain Capital's paper on ShibaDoge, which will break down an analysis of the project, and also a video which will go over the fundamentals and technical analysis. Thank you all for coming in today. Again, thank you, Josh. Thank you, Kim, Sway, everyone that came in. Cole, if you're listening, thank you. Thank you all from the Meme Chain Capital community and the ShibaDoge community. Appreciate you all.
Oh, thank you so much. Thanks for having us. It was a great conversation. I love what you guys are doing. And yeah, it's as I say, it's all about innovation, creativity, and fun. And we've got loads of all of it. So thank you so much.
100%.
Meme Chain Capital. Meme Chain Capital. Meme Chain Capital.
Hey, Ralph, I have one last word. I want to thank Crypto Hustler for helping, bring our communities together a bit. We really appreciate you, Crypto Hustler, and I encourage everyone to check him out as well.
100%. Crypto Hustler is the one that introduced me to you guys, and he's a legend. Absolutely awesome. He's putting out some great content on his YouTube channel, so you guys should check him out. And thank you, Crypto Bull, as well. Appreciate you.
Yeah, you too, Josh. Good luck to you, man.